going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pro and Amateur Podcast. He's the pro, I'm the amateur. Wow, do we have an interesting episode today?
Yep.
We have got March Madness. It's finally started back up after a year of absence because we didn't get to see it last year because of the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
Finally getting a season, or I guess a tournament, and it's been already a crazy first day.
Yeah.
I think the last time I checked, there was only 1,000 or so brackets that weren't busted.
Yeah, there's only a few left. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Like I said last time, you're lucky if you're making it out of the first round.
It's true.
And stuff. So there's already been two massive upsets so far. So we're gonna talk about them in further detail, especially the Ohio State one. So that's the main thing we're gonna be talking about today. But I think we're starting off with that, right?
Yeah, no, we're gonna start with March Madness. We're gonna roll into some free agency, like we promised we talked about in the last one, and then we're gonna have the energy drink tier list, like we talked about. I know we said something about worst NBA ref clips, and we'll get you to that. That'll be next week. We got a lot more important stuff to cover, a lot more high news this week. So let's get into it. First things first, we have to address the bombshell that happened.
Should we talk about our brackets first or no?
I think we should talk about the upset first.
Alright.
And then run into how it ruined basically all of our brackets. Yeah. Where is it at? Right here. Oral Roberts. I've never heard of Oral Roberts before. I have no idea who they are. I don't know where they come from. Oral Roberts Golden Eyes. Yeah.
I'm not sure where they're from.
I have no idea, but that is... that is just that's tough.
Yeah.
75-72. They even went to overtime. And they won,
Yeah, I will say, I watched this game on my plane back, and, man. I was disappointed. I picked Ohio State, but, I was kind of cheering for an upset, but I will say Ohio State lost this game at the end. I will say the point guard, he blew the game. I'm not going to lie.
Point guard?
The point guard, Ohio State, he's the best player. I think it's Washington or something. He's the best player, and he blew it at the end. They had a 4-point lead with a minute left, and blew it. They had a wide open three for the game. Dude missed it. Washington, the point guard, missed it, and then they went to overtime. He missed 2 free throws, and they didn't play good enough to win. Didn't shoot very good from the free throw line, and then couldn't close it out. You have a 4-point lead, and couldn't close it out. They didn't play good enough to win, especially that point guard, I will say.
Well, I'm getting told right now that this team's from apparently Oklahoma. Who knew?
Huh.
But if you look at it, because I watched a little bit of this game, and I watched more of the middle of it. But Max, I believe his name is Max Asmas, is how you say it, or something along those lines. That's how you say his name. It's a weird name, but yeah, I think that's how you say it. He played really well, and then it looks like their forward Kevin Obanor. I've never heard of any of these players before, but both 39 and 29 or 30 and 29 points respectively.
Yeah.
Look, I know some upsets were going to happen, but it's kind of crazy to think that such a powerhouse like Ohio State went out so easily.
Yeah. I think it's the 9th time in NCAA basketball history where a 2 seed has been upset by 15. And so, it seems it's more common than a 1 upset or a 16 upset in a 1, but it still doesn't happen that often. And I definitely wasn't expecting it. But, that point guard, man, I really feel like the game was really on his shoulders. Especially in overtime, too. He threw up some really bad shots. He was kind of trying to play hero ball and just force up some bad shots. I think there was 2 in a row where he just threw up some crazy layups and they weren't even close to falling. And then he missed 2 huge layups in overtime. And, had a wide open 3 in regulation to win it and couldn't hit it. Blew it at the end there. So, kind of unfortunate. But, Oral Roberts, they did play good. You got to give them credit. They did play good. Their point guard, I believe you talked about him. But
yeah, Max Asmus or something.
Yeah, he played pretty good. And, they played good enough to win. But I still feel like, Ohio State played really bad and they still had a chance to win.
They played horrible.
Yeah.
Oral Roberts, I don't think they're making it out of the next round. But they were the better team.
Yeah, they were. And, that is what it is. There's always going to be upsets. And so, if your bracket's not screwed already, props to you.
Well, let's check. I'm pretty sure it went down again. Well, this game will probably take some people out too, because there's only so many people.
How? Villanova's winning.
Yeah, but with all these brackets, it's just a luck in the draw. It's going to eliminate at least a few people's brackets.
Well, my bracket was done. I think the first game was Florida, and I picked Virginia Tech, so my bracket was done the first game.
Well, let's see. Okay, let's cover some other games that were a little less notable. Florida, Virginia Tech, 75-70 Florida, respectively. I mean, not any crazy surprise in that game. I don't think that was a huge shocker game. Arkansas versus Colgate. I mean, Arkansas was a 3, Colgate's a 4, or 14th.
I mean, I thought Colgate could have upset Arkansas.
Really?
Not gonna lie, yeah. A lot of people were betting on Colgate, and I mean, I personally wouldn't bet that game.
I didn't.
I think Arkansas was. I mean, they probably played good. I mean, they scored 85 points and they won pretty convincingly. So probably played good, but a lot of people were picking Colgate to at least cover the spread. So
Interesting.
We'll see how Arkansas does next round against probably a better opponent. But
yeah, we got Illinois and Drexel. That not a shocking game. 1 versus 16.
That was a blowout.
Texas Tech versus Utah State. Not a huge surprise there either. Maybe Utah State could have given them a little bit better of a competition, but other than that, nothing really insane. Baylor blew out Hartford. Not a surprise. Georgia Tech and Loyola. Loyola just played way better than Georgia Tech in that game.
Yeah, that wasn't really a surprise either. I think Loyola was actually a pretty big favorite considering they're both the same seat. So
I think I actually picked Georgia Tech. I'm not gonna lie.
I think you did. I picked Loyola Chicago to win, but they're the team. They had a run. I forget what seed they were, but they had a pretty crazy run.
Well, I remember. It's because that nun lady, the sister, that's 100 years old.
15 seed. Oh, 16 seed.
They were like.
They made. What did they make? Sweet 16 or Elite 8?
Oh, who knows? All I know is I remember the story with the nun, sister something.
I don't even remember that.
She was a big time fan. I can't remember what her name was.
Yeah, but they had a pretty crazy run. I forget what year that was, but they made at least a Sweet 16, and he said a 16 seed. So I mean that's a pretty crazy run. So they upset a 1 seed. If they were a 16 seed, they beat a 1 seed. So I mean that doesn't happen very often at all. So
then we got Oregon State versus Tennessee. Tennessee looked horrible.
They played bad.
They looked horrible.
I mean, they played. Yeah, I mean, I watched a little bit of that game too on the plane, and Tennessee, they didn't play horrible defense. They just couldn't score.
Well,
they just couldn't score. If you look, they shot horribly from the line, and then it was I think they had 19 points at half. You're just not gonna win that way. Well, or maybe I could be wrong. It might have been they had 19 at some point in the first half. Towards the end, and you're just not going to win like that. You got to score some points.
And I'll say this right now really quick. Tennessee, with this whole, I did an ESPN generated bracket, a smart generated bracket. Dude, I just did that for one of them. ESPN had me getting Tennessee winning it all.
Yeah.
That bracket's busted completely. Thanks ESPN, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I picked Tennessee to make it out of the first round, but I don't think I had them going any farther than that. Then we got Liberty versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma State. Wasn't close.
Well, it wasn't close, but who was it? It was Cade Cunningham. Yeah, he did not play like the number 1 overall pick, like he's projected to be. 15 points.
Yeah.
And I believe he had 1 point going into the half.
Wait, they were losing it at half?
Yeah, they were.
What team am I? Maybe it was close.
I think it was 60-69. I watched some of this game.
I think I might be thinking of a different game.
I think you are. Cade Cunningham did not play like the number 1 overall pick. He just didn't. He's got to step it up in this tournament, or his stock's gonna fall heavily. You can't have 15 points in total and go into the half with 1 point as the number 1 overall pick. Yeah. That'll make your stock go completely gone. Luckily for him, Avery Anderson III, he was pulling his weight in the first half. The first half, I believe he had a couple of threes or maybe a little bit more than that. But I remember shooting out of the gate, they were horrible. I believe they went 1 for 8 on their first 8 3-point attempts.
Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma State. And you could tell Oklahoma State's the better team, but when you shoot 1 for 8 from 3, you're not going to win. So luckily they figured it out in the second half, and more brackets weren't busted.
Yeah.
But that was.
I'm trying to think what game was I thinking of that was a blowout.
Wisconsin and UNC.
No, it wasn't that game.
That game was a little bit surprising too. UNC lost 23. That's a little surprising.
I thought it would be. I thought Wisconsin was going to win. I actually I picked that game. I picked Wisconsin to win, and I actually felt confident they were going to win. I mean, UNC's not the same team they were a couple years ago, or even last year.
Well, I'm pretty sure they only played a few games this year, didn't they? They didn't even play that many.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they only played a couple of games this year.
Yeah, that was definitely surprising. I mean, Wisconsin, they played good offensively.
No,
they
played
85
really
points.
good.
So, I mean, they look good.
Well,
we'll see what they do. I think they play Baylor next.
I think so.
I think they play a 1 seed next. I could be wrong. Or no, they don't. Yeah, they would. They would play 1 seed.
Yeah.
Because 9 and 8.
Yeah.
So I think they play Baylor. I could be wrong, but I think they'll play Baylor. So we'll see how they really are against Baylor.
They'll get blown out by Baylor. I really.
I don't think so.
I believe it. I don't think that they're good enough to even.
I think they can hang in with Baylor pretty.
I don't know.
I think they'll hang in with Baylor for sure.
I'd say, but I'll just say this: I am just don't. I could see that game going like Wisconsin's way, but not by 23 points. I'm surprised that happened by 20. That's a big margin for an 8 versus a 9 seed.
Yeah, that game was kind of a pick either way. It was kind of a pick 'em game. So.
Yeah. Well, and then we got Cleveland State. I've never heard of them. Versus Houston, not close. It was a 2 versus 15, not close.
Not surprising.
Then we come to another pretty big upset: North Texas versus Purdue. And it wasn't, like, super close. Like...
I felt like it was close, wasn't it? Until, like, the end, they pulled away.
Maybe, but...
it was close to the end. Because I was checking.
Yeah,
I was checking at the end. I thought it was close, but I think North Texas pulled away at the end. But I'm glad I actually switched my bracket for our podcast. I actually had Purdue going, like, the final or something. I think I switched that. I made them, like... I had them losing in, like, the Sweet 16 or something.
So your bracket would have been completely busted at that point. If you would have kept it.
Pretty much, kind of, yeah. I mean, I would still be in it, but, like, yeah, that would have been bad.
You would have
I still have them going pretty far, so, I mean, that's kind of screwing me, but I've picked a few ups. I picked Rutgers and they won. I picked Syracuse to upset.
Well, yeah, Rutgers beat Clemson. Syracuse beat San Diego State. I don't know. That was another pick I felt pretty comfortable with, picking Syracuse over San Diego State. I don't know why. I kind of had a gut feeling that I didn't believe in San Diego State.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's because the Utes played them earlier this year, and they didn't play very good versus the Utes. I think, and I know that the Utes.
The Utes fired their coach today. Actually,
they should.
They haven't been.
Yeah, they haven't even made the tournament.
5 years or something. Like that, so.
They should fire him. We got Nova playing right now. They're up by 8.
Yeah, they should
with 2 minutes. I don't think that they're gonna lose this game.
2 minutes. Yeah, they should finish that off.
Then we got West Virginia versus Morehead State. Morehead State, interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting name.
They're down by Morehead State's down by 11. With 9 minutes left. I don't believe in them a whole lot, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably over.
Yeah, a 3 versus a 14. You're down by 11 in the second half. That's not promising.
I don't. That's the thing with like upsets. Like I really don't. It seems like teams lose confidence when they go down like 10 to like a way high seed. Yeah. Like I feel like if Iowa State was up like 10, I feel like they just whatever the team was, what are they, Oral Roberts? I feel like they kind of just give up. Well, like it seems like teams just freaking give up when they're playing.
We need to correct the record really quick. So Loyola was an 11th seed, and their run was in 2018.
Okay. Yeah, I remember because it seemed like it was a couple years ago. So what they make final 8?
I don't know.
So they're 11th seed. I mean that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
That still doesn't happen. So.
We'll keep you updated on these games right now. Tomorrow we got a pretty big. Who's the biggest game tomorrow? We got Kansas playing. Oh, Zags play tomorrow. Yeah, I have the Zags winning in most of my brackets. So I have the Zags winning in one, and then I have Baylor winning. We'll get into brackets in a second. We got USC playing, Bama, Iowa, Maryland, Connecticut should be a good game. Missouri and Oklahoma is going to be a good game. The Zags are obviously playing UCLA versus BYU. Please, UCLA, beat BYU. Please.
UCLA, they had a little comeback at that. They
did.
State
yeah, they did. Yeah, no, Michigan State was up by 14?
They went up a little bit, and they came back.
All I'm saying is, I don't like BYU at all.
Yeah,
on the record, I want them to lose that game very much.
Yeah, I picked them to lose too.
We got Oregon playing. Oh, we got someone else playing. Got Texas. That's our 2 moderators here. We got Texas playing. We'll see how they're playing ACU. They should win that.
Baylor, Wisconsin plays Baylor.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how that goes. I think Wisconsin hangs in. I might pick I already picked Baylor to win.
Oh, I thought you were saying I might pick Wisconsin. I was like, are you kidding me?
If I could change my pick, I might do it just because.
Really?
I don't know. I think they hang in, but I would still pick Baylor. It's a safer pick. But
Yeah, no, Baylor is the saber pig.
Yeah, should we talk about?
Well, let's get into our brackets
Yeah.
now. Let's open this up. Gonna get into. We'll start with our podcast brackets, and then we can dive out to like the brackets we want to talk about other than we have. So as it stands currently, Cole is number 1 with 100 points, 1,800 max. Then Dylan with 90 points and 1,830 max. Then Austin with 80 points and 1,840 max. And then me with 70 and 1,790 max. So clearly I'm in the loser seat right now as it stands. However, we said at the end of round 1, loser buys drinks. And after the end of every round, loser buys drinks. And so on and so forth.
Looks like I'm getting drinks.
Yeah, and
I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe what if the Zags lose? That means you were both in that.
If the Zags lose, my bracket is totally screwed.
All I'm gonna say, we still have tomorrow's game, so I mean,
my bracket's already screwed.
It's still pretty close. Bracket's already,
my bracket's already screwed. Dude, I picked Ohio State Final Four, I think.
Let's go by projected points, like the max you're allowed.
Yeah.
Cole or Jackson, you got the lowest, 1,700.
Yeah, I know that's not great.
Cole, 1,800 max. Me and Dill, we're sitting in the middle there, but we're still 1,830, 1,840.
I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah, that's
they're 30, 40 points above y'all, but it's still.
Yeah.
Like you all saw today, that's why we love March Madness.
Well, that's what's scary.
It's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Well, dude, there was a stat that came out. I don't know if it's true, but like they were saying for the Ohio State upset, like they were saying like there was like
0.042.
Was it that? I thought I saw 0.6.
No, it might have been 0.042 or 0.42, one of the two. But it was 4.2 for sure.
But like but I mean that's 99. That's 99 point.
I mean, they're the only
0.37
they're the 9th team to have lost to number 15 seed, so that makes it really slim.
Well,
like everybody picked it's crazy, dude. Like everyone picked Ohio State.
Well, the stat that blew my mind, and Roy Williams, UNC, where he's at, where he's been coaching, and how he's coached his teams. The first time in his 10 years since he's lost.
Yeah.
Really? In the first round. First time.
Well, dude,
I mean, that's respect to him, honestly.
They're usually like the best team in the bracket.
Them and Duke.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm always like the 1 seed.
Let me check really quick. I was looking at
the bracket this year, and I said, this doesn't look right. There's no...
Well, dude, yeah.
Well, Kentucky or Duke didn't even make it. Like that... That's crazy.
That's what makes it fun to watch.
Yeah, I forgot about Kentucky, too. Kentucky was pretty good.
They weren't even in it.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Gonzaga kind of.
Let's see. How many games? Oh no, UNC played a lot
more games. All I'm gonna say is watch out for the Longhorns. Watch them.
I mean, they're good. I just don't see them beating Baylor, dude.
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't either. But I don't know.
Big 12 champs, baby.
I don't know anything about college basketball, dude. And I think, that's the thing. An idiot like me can pick a pretty close to perfect bracket on the first day. We'll get over that. We'll go over that in a second. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't a couple years back, the person who won the bracket challenge was, I think it was some lady who had never watched college basketball in her life, and she was doing a office, game. Yeah. And she won the whole thing. Yeah. And it was like, what? Like, that's the thing. You don't even need to you don't need to know basketball to predict the win. You can just pick. And, you might get it by the luck of the draw. It's not very possible, but...
I mean, you still have to know to pick the higher seeds too. Like, you can't just go and pick 16 seeds.
Well, I think if you're older than 5 years old, you can tell that one's higher than 16.
I mean, you still have to pick some of the favorites because you can say much you want about upsets, but most of the favorites are still gonna make it far.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, but yeah, there's just so many unpredictable upsets. It's like crazy. So, but I mean, my bracket's doing the best right now, but you never know what could happen really. I'm relying on Gonzaga. I mean, I think I had Ohio State going top 4, so that's
a problem
for me. And so I'm basically relying on the Zags to make a run for me. I think they will. I really do. I don't see anyone really beating them until Final Four was when they're tough.
Buns calling you out right now.
What's his name? Yeah, I did Buns. I mean, who did?
I didn't pick Ohio State.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't Ohio State listen to Tech.
Really?
Texas Tech.
Big 12's been kind of pretty strong this year, so.
Yeah, it has been.
Well, there's something about Ohio State that I didn't really like. Like, I actually chose them to lose in one of my brackets. I think that bracket's busted because I'm pretty sure that was my upset bracket where I just picked mostly upsets. But like, I don't know. Ohio State never seemed like a scary team this year for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not meaning I expect them to go out. I'm not saying that right now that I expect them to go out 15-2. I didn't expect that at all. But I didn't expect them getting super far.
I did, just because, I mean, they have a talented team, dude. And, like, they just didn't play good today at all.
Well, I think they were missing someone, if we're being fair to them. But that's still no excuse to lose to a 15th seed.
Well, yeah, I mean, they played so bad, it was actually surprising they were still in that game. Because, like, that point guard, I'm sorry, he sold that game. There's no way he lose that game. Like, he played so bad. He really did. Like, in overtime, it was hard to watch. Because he was just trying to play hero ball. No, it's still going, I think.
They're going to win.
It's over.
It's over.
It's basically over.
But Illinois is going to win, everybody. Just a quick update.
Yeah, I had them winning. I think...
I did, too.
Who do they play next? They play...
I'll check.
I'm pretty sure they play Georgetown or Colorado. No, I don't think so.
No, that's the other side.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
North Texas.
Oh, yeah, because they upset, huh?
Oh, they're going to beat North Texas. I mean, you could say maybe. I guess it's still anybody's game, but...
I can't believe Purdue lost, dude.
I'm mad that Purdue lost. That upsets me.
I didn't watch that game, but...
I didn't watch it.
I'm assuming they didn't play well. Like, the Ohio State game was crazy, dude. Like, I can't believe they lost that game. Like, that point guard just played awful. I'm sorry. And he's their best player, too. Like, you just can't let your team down like that, especially overtime.
Well, as soon as Ohio State and the Purdue game went to overtime, I knew those teams were on the rocks.
Well,
yeah.
It was going to go either way because all the momentum was going for Oral Roberts. All the momentum was going for North Texas going into overtime. Both Oral Roberts and North Texas came back to force the overtime.
Yeah, exactly.
Unlike the Florida game, Florida went to overtime as well, but they grabbed momentum right off tip and took it.
Well, let's ask, how many brackets did you make, Austin? Like, total?
Total, I made 3 serious ones, and then I did one where it was just ESPN, just analytics. I let them do the
I
work.
did that.
I did a 50-50 bracket that's completely random that's doing decent, and then I did one for the moderator and the podcast.
What about you?
I just did one. I just did the podcast one.
I did a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4. I did one where I just let ESPN Analytics pick it. That one was horrible. Let me tell you, ESPN Analytics is at a 3.3% correct picking percentage.
That's horrible.
Don't trust them. They had Tennessee winning.
That's horrible, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That's literally so bad.
But my best bracket right now is my Baylor Bears bracket, 96.1% so far. So that one's doing pretty good. But the other one, I have an Oklahoma State one that's 84.3, and then I have a Zags one that's 30.9. And that's our podcast one. I need some angels to come help me tomorrow. I need some angels tomorrow. The only way, I don't know. It's not like Austin said earlier. Nobody's got a clear lead at this point. But you know what? I'm gonna need some help regardless of if I got a clear lead or not, or if someone's got a clear lead or not.
What's even like what's screwing your bracket right now?
What screwed it?
Because it seems like me and you kind of probably had similar brackets.
I think we did. I picked.
I
picked North Carolina. That's what screwed me. No, that's the bracket that really screwed me.
Yeah, I picked Wisconsin, so I got you there.
I picked North Carolina. I picked Purdue. Oh, I picked Utah State. That was a stupid pick.
I picked Texas Tech.
Utah State played them close up through half.
They just didn't score.
I picked Georgia Tech, Tennessee, and Ohio State, and Clemson. Jeez, yeah, that's a rough bracket.
Who else?
Oh, I just closed it. I picked Clemson and.
I picked Rutgers.
Picked Clemson. I picked Ohio State and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I didn't pick North Carolina in any of my brackets.
I wish I didn't.
I had confidence in Wisconsin to win. I really did.
What was it? Oh my gosh. So we're watching the game right now. I know it's over, but he just lobbed that one up there.
Yeah, with Tennessee as well, I only have them going through this round of 32.
Villanova has officially won, everybody. Yeah, that's not a surprise, but
they got to be happy they don't have to play Purdue, dude.
Yeah.
Freaking North Texas now.
So the last game of the night is going to be West Virginia. They got a pretty comfortable lead with 5 minutes left, 58-72. I would be shocked if Moorhead.
Yeah, the game's over.
Moorhead needs some more points.
Yeah, that game's over.
But, I love March Madness. It was a fun day. I'll say that.
Yeah,
it was a really fun day.
Well, dude, I literally said, like, first day there's going to be upsets. There just is going to be. Like, yeah. I don't know, like, every freaking first round there's going to be upsets. Like, if you can pick a first round good, that rarely happens. Like, I think the best bracket ever was, like, through the Sweet 16, he had a perfect bracket.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that's the highest anyone, and people are making freaking millions of brackets, dude. And that's the best someone's done. Like, it's so fluky. So.
It's 14.7 million brackets this year. And there was 1,000 left after 12 games.
Yeah, that's freaking insane, dude.
Well, that's the because it's just it's so difficult to pick a perfect bracket. That's why when I was able to pick a perfect bracket throughout the first day, dude, I was like ecstatic.
First day or first round?
Might have been the first round actually. I might have to go back and look at some screenshots. I don't remember specifically. It was either the first day or the first round.
Right.
Even if it was the first day,
that's ridiculously against the odds.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Picking a whole first round is not. There's just upsets.
Closest I ever got is 2 or 3 off.
Yeah, I mean, I already have 2 or 3 off, and I'm doing decent. I'm winning our bet, and I've already missed like 3 or 4 games in the first day.
Yeah,
it's just so.
Well, there was a point I was in the top 10,000 today. I was like 9,700 and something. I think I have a screenshot of it. Yeah, right here. If you look, I don't know if I'll be able to show the camera this, but look right there. 9,473rd.
Yeah.
It was, but yeah, no, I'm not there. Let's look at where I'm at now. Now I'm at, 428,000. Oh man.
Yeah, that stuff's. Does anyone still? I'm sure.
There's people with some perfect brackets.
There's still some perfect brackets.
Not a lot.
By tomorrow, those things will be gone.
Yeah, the best celebrity bracket is 120, but their max is 1830.
Yeah.
Man, I could be a good celebrity right now. My max is 1860. I got 810.
Yeah.
You think this podcast counts us as a celebrity?
Yeah. I guess.
Now my pick percentage for my Baylor bracket is 97.1. Now that Nova just won.
That's for the podcast? Or
No, my other one. This is my best one. For the podcast, I'm now at 37.9%, so I went up like almost 8%. That's cool. We all went up in that one. We all picked Nova to win.
Yeah.
We all went up.
What's my pick percentage?
You're I don't know what your pick percentage. I can't tell that. I can only see how much you.
Yeah.
But it's all close. I mean, it really is.
I mean, as long as let's see who's tomorrow that I have going. As long as as long as Gonzaga doesn't lose tomorrow, which they won't, I'll be good.
If the Zags lose tomorrow, that might be the biggest upset of all time. Other one.
That is.
You think so?
There's never been a bigger upset than that.
Who are they playing?
Norfolk or something.
Right.
Yeah, no one's ever. There's barely been.
There's one.
There's been one beat.
It was versus West Virginia or
There's
whatever.
1 16 that beat 1.
I think they beat West Virginia.
Yeah, and even then, West Virginia is nowhere near what Gonzaga is right now.
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, Gonzaga's a better team too, so I mean, that'd be the biggest upset ever.
Okay. The Retrievers defeated UMBC Retrievers defeated the Virginia Cavaliers. 74-54?
That was a beating. What was the line on that game?
I don't know. Yeah, can we just go to this probably?
No, it won't show.
Go ahead.
Virginia Cavaliers
versus UMBC.
UNBC.
UMBC.
Oh.
M. No N.
Oh.
M as
UMBC.
Yeah.
Spread.
Sprad.
All the picks that I've missed today there were picks that were going on to the next round of losing.
25-1. Moorhead just hit a 3. They're scrambling right now, though. They're doing everything.
Yeah, this game's over. Right State. What's going on?
20.5 favorite. And
no, that's a different one. That's Norfolk versus Missouri.
No, UMBC was a 20.5 underdog to Virginia.
Oh yeah. This one would be a way bigger upset.
They were supposed to lose by 20 and they won by 20.
That's actually a low spread for a 1 versus 16.
What's it for tomorrow?
For Gonzaga, it's like 34 points. It's like 33.5 points. Like it's.
I don't know. I might bet on that spread.
Yeah. I don't know. Gonzaga might cover it too. I mean, if they want to, they can cover it.
Oh, if they want to, they
it's
will.
Just
But
a matter of whether they take
I would rest. I'd rest my guys.
Or not.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's a long tournament.
You're basically betting on whether they put their foot off the gas or not. Basically. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting. But all our brackets are busted already. So.
Yeah. They're not busted, but they're broken.
They're broken. Yeah.
Busted is like your winner.
Well, dude, even I have a Final Four out. Already.
I don't think I have any Final Fours out.
And a Final 8. I think I had Purdue, or no, I had Purdue Final 16, I think. But.
No, all my Final Fours are still in. Let's go. Wait, does Michigan play tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest of
Everyone that doesn't play today plays
Texas
tomorrow.
Southern. Well.
Michigan's kind of crush those guys. But.
Yeah.
I think that's it for March Madness, though.
I think, you know what? We were going to wait until the end of the games, but this game is over.
It's over.
Like, there's no shot of coming back right now. There's just... No.
Yeah, it's over.
So, we'll conclude day 1 of March Madness. Again, please keep us updated with your brackets. Find our social media and the links below. Come get involved online. Let's figure it out. Let's do it. I want to hear how your guys' brackets are doing. And maybe we have someone that's in that top 500. Probably
maybe.
not. But
it's unlikely, but yeah, I mean, maybe.
If you're that person, give us a call. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, let us know how your bracket's doing.
Or
how you picked freaking whatever their name is versus Ohio State. Like, what made you do that?
Colgate? Or no, not Colgate.
Oral
Roberts.
Yeah. What made you do that?
What are these names? Moorhead and Oral Roberts.
Yeah. What made you pick Oral Roberts over Ohio State? I need to know. Because nobody did that. I mean, 0.4, that's ridiculous, dude.
0.58.
0.58. That's so ridiculous, dude. That's literally crazy.
Okay, well, with that being said, let's get into some NFL free agency. Let's talk about the biggest NFL free agent signing since we've been back. One with you, Aaron Jones, signed.
I thought you were talking about, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big signing.
You were, last time, a week ago, you were like, I don't think we're signing him.
I didn't think we would, and I'm mad we did.
You think you're overpaid?
Oh, of course we did. I mean, $12 million a year is way overpaying for a running back. It just is. And I mean, he got paid like how he should for what other backs are getting paid, but all the running backs are getting overpaid for the most part. And so, I mean, I was disappointed that we did that.
How are you feeling like just as a whole with the Packers free agency so far?
Not happy.
You guys need to start spending.
I mean, yeah. I was hoping we got a receiver, but it's not looking like we're going to do that again. We were supposed to do it last year, and we know what happened with that, so.
Jordan Love.
Yeah. And then I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Kenny Galladay's still available. I wanted him.
He might even go to the Bengals. The Bengals put a serious offer, the Giants and the Ravens. Those are the top 3 right now. Those are the 3 that are most favored to get him. Bengals already put an offer on the table. I think he already left New York, and I don't know if they offered a deal. But he's going to go visit the Ravens. I'll tell you, Bengals sign him, I'm happy. I'll take Kenny Galladay.
Yeah, he's good.
That'll be sweet.
You guys don't need a receiver, though.
Well, the reason why I think I'd be more happy with Kenny Galladay is, one, it fills the thing for A.J. Green. Even though A.J. Green wasn't that good last year, is still someone you couldn't just, leave open. He was kind of just he took a man, basically. If we can fill that spot with a Kenny Galladay, I'm happy with that. I wouldn't be upset. But overall, with the Bengals in free agency so far, I'm not ecstatic, but I'm pretty happy.
You happy with that?
Yeah. Do you want
a bunch of guys?
You know what the alternative is? Signing Bobby Hart to another extension.
No, I'm saying like as far as who you guys got, like
we've got some decent people.
Just a bunch of guys. Like,
here are some big.
Like the best player you signed was Trey Hendrickson. I mean, he's pretty good, but like other than that, it's just a bunch of guys.
Here's the thing.
They got overpaid. Like a Woozy, you got overpaid.
Well,
he's just a guy.
Real quick. Let's go down the list. Brandon Allen, he's not taking up much cap. I don't care about that. He just got certified as our backup. Riley Reef, he's not the best, but he's a solid guard. He only allowed, I think, 4 sacks. Or tackle, excuse me. He's actually shifting to, he played left tackle, he's going to right tackle. Jonah Williams will play left tackle. Riley Reef, he only gave up 4 sacks last year. If he was on our line last year, he would have had a better PFF than anybody else on our line. Not saying much, but he still was.
Not saying much.
So I will take it, and they released Bobby Hart. Thank God, he's gone. He's gone.
Bobby Hart's so terrible.
So I'm gonna look at that and say, thank Jesus Christ himself. It's done. He's gone. No more Hart. No more Bobby. He's at least a proven solid guy. 4 sacks last year. That's not horrible. I can live with 4. I can live with 4 sacks.
Though. It's not great.
Then we overpaid a little bit for Trey Hendrickson, but we were gonna have to pay the same basically for Carl Lawson. And Hendrickson's performance showed a little bit better, so I'll take Hendrickson. I like Lawson, so I'm a little sad to see him go. But you know what? Either way, I'm happy that we at least kept our line from being the worst thing in the NFL. And then Larry, I'm sorry, Larry. I don't know how to say your last name.
Larry Njobi.
That's how you say it?
I think so.
He's not like...
Unjobi.
I don't know. He's not, he's not going to like pop off your screen, but I think he gives us solid depth. I think that's what we needed in the defensive line. Chidobe, you know what? Again, not amazing, but if you compare him to someone like LaShawn Sims last year, who had, I think he was it 68th out of 69 on the PFF ranking for DBs that qualified, I will take him way over LaShawn Sims.
Yeah.
It's for sure.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Keep going.
Tony Brown, he will be competing for slot with Mike Hilton. Those will be our 2 slot guys, him and Darius Phillips. Darius Phillips, Tony Brown, and Mike Hilton will all be competing for the slot coverage. I think we're going to have Trey Waynes and Chidobe as our outside corners.
Mike Hilton will be a starter.
Yeah. No, Mike Hilton's going to be a starter for sure. I'm pretty sure he's going to be... He's competing, but I'm pretty sure he's going to beat out the other guys. Brandon Wilson, he's been the best returner in the NFL for like the past 2 years. He's had the most yards and stuff like that.
Has he been?
Yeah, no, he's been really good. So I'm okay with that. Long snapper Clark Harris to a 1-year contract. That's just, it doesn't matter. Like West Virginia officially won. I would say, but if we get Kenny Galladay, I will consider this a win because that means we're drafting Penei Sewell in the draft, who has been said as a generational talent by draft scouts. Like they said, he's the only for sure Hall of Fame that they see in this draft class. And
over Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah. He said he's the only
block those guys.
No, like that was almost everybody. He's the guaranteed
block those guys.
He's the only guaranteed
You better block them now.
That's just what draft scouts said. I'm not
block those guys quick, dude.
I don't know, dude. If I see Trevor Lawrence go to Jacksonville, what is he gonna do? I don't think Urban Meyer's a good NFL coach. I really don't
know.
Hasn't he already had an NFL stint before?
I don't know. I don't think he has as a head coach.
He might not have as a head coach. NFL.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah. I don't know what you're reading on that, but I don't think you guys improved. Did you think you guys improved from last year?
Yeah.
You think that's a better team?
Yeah. Dude.
You guys got worse.
How did we get worse?
So you replaced Trey Hendrickson with Carl Lawson. They're the same
guy.
No,
we replaced Carl Lawson with Trey Hendrickson.
Oh, so
Trey Hendrickson had like 7 more sacks though. That's still a pretty big difference.
They're the same guy.
We'll see.
And then you lost William Jackson.
But we're getting Trey Waynes. We're getting Trey Waynes back. He didn't even play last year. Trey Waynes didn't play. Trey Waynes is better than William Jackson. He didn't even play last year. He didn't play last year. I think the thing is,
if you guys did, you didn't get much better.
This is what happened. We got better on the offensive line. That's just, you get rid of Bobby Hart and you would have put nobody there, I would have considered that an upgrade. But the fact that we got a solid starting tackle that's going to be there, you know what, I'll take it. I think that's an upgrade. I think that on a corner, maybe not as a one corner we got better, but I think overall we got better at corner. We had LaShawn Sims starting at corner. I think he played over like 500 snaps. And again, he was rated the 68th. That dude is not getting play time this year. We signed 3 different corners now. Yeah. He's not getting play time, which is good. So we got more depth at corner. We got someone commenting.
I just feel like it's the same team, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well,
if you did, I think it's little upgrades.
Bengals
but you're not getting any superstars. Like you're not getting anyone that's like.
What if we get Galladay?
Yeah, but you don't need Galladay, dude.
We
got Boyd and
kind of do. We got Boyd and Higgins.
We got two great receivers, dude.
Well, yeah, but
you need to shore up other positions, not receiver. You don't need another receiver. You need other positions. Receivers like your biggest strength.
No, our biggest strength are quarterback.
Okay, besides quarterback.
I'd say our biggest, yeah.
I'm saying as like with multiple people required, like any position but quarterback or fullback.
Well, I would. Say, I don't think
or
we have
running
fullback
back or running back. But like, I feel like it's the same team, dude.
Well, our safeties didn't need to be a switch. We had good safeties. Jesse Bates.
Got one safety.
Well, the other one's manageable, especially with Jesse Bates.
The other one?
I'm blanking his name for whatever reason. This is gonna frustrate me. It's something.
You don't know. He's probably not that good.
No, I do know who he is. When I tell you that, I know. I promise I know who he is. I can't remember his name right now.
I just
Bengals say it's something with an. Why am I thinking S Sims or something? It's not LaShawn Sims. It's something else.
Like I feel like you guys need more. Like you guys need more than that, dude. Like you need like a linebacker. I mean. Like, who's your middle linebacker?
Von Bell.
Oh, yeah, Von Bell's good.
He's good. Yeah, I know. He's pretty good. So our safeties is fine.
Did you guys sign him this year?
No, we signed him last year. Juju danced and then got blown up by Von Bell. Oh, and that was the...
So, who's your linebackers, dude?
Let's see. We have Jermaine Pratt. You're not going to know any of them, so it's not really worth me saying.
Yeah.
But the linebackers weren't our worst part last year. It was our D-line that was our worst part last year. So, and I will say Sam Hubbard was hurt a lot of the season, and we cut Geno Atkins. Geno Atkins saved a lot in cap space with that cut, and I think it was honestly time to let him go. DJ Reader's coming back next year too. So DJ Reader, if he gets hurt again, I'll be so sad. But Logan Wilson played decent last year. Here's the thing, and Akeem Davis-Gaither was a good cover corner. He wasn't good in the run.
Who?
You wouldn't know he is. Akeem Davis-Gaither. He had a pretty decent... These are all guys that, again, aren't going to pop off your screen. But in the right... what's it called? I think if... Here's the thing. I don't think we need the best defense in the world. Like, I really don't.
You need some players, though. You need some good players. Like,
I agree.
Are good players. They're just guys.
Well, we have an all-pro safety. And probably a Pro Bowl safety at the strong side. Because Von Bell could be Pro Bowl if he plays good enough. And Jesse Bates is an all-star or is an all-pro. I don't care. Like, that he's good.
You need more than one guy on defense. Like, it's just...
Well, maybe Trey Hendrickson will be that guy. And DJ Reader could also be that guy if he doesn't get hurt again.
Yeah, I mean, but he was hurt last year, so I don't know.
Well, he did get hurt.
Expect.
Well, but I'm pretty sure DJ Reader, too, was supposed to come back earlier. But I'm pretty sure they kept him out because...
It was over.
Well, Burrow got hurt. And it was like, what's the point? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you need more guys than that. Like, it's not like it's a phenomenal defensive scheme that's just going to be great with anybody's out there. Like, you need players.
Yeah.
You don't have a solid linebacker you don't have anyone in the middle that's really even known. Like, I feel like it's a problem.
I will say, I wish we would get a linebacker.
I feel like it's going to be the same stuff next year with the defense.
I don't know about the same stuff. I think if our defensive line can get home a little bit more, and I think we'll have a little bit, I think we'll be a lot more solid on the corner just because we'll have way more depth and we won't have dudes like LaShawn Sims rated 68th out of 69 eligible people. I think he gave up like 8 solo touchdowns last year or something like that. Like, he was horrible. Like, horrible. And...
I don't see the defense changing. I really don't. Like, I don't even think...
Well, it also depends on what we do in the draft.
Yeah, but, I mean, injuries can happen, too, and stuff. So
injuries can... Well, I mean, that's just the play of the game,
And you lost William Jackson. You lost... Green offensively.
I don't think William Jackson was a big loss. I think it was more of a trade.
You don't think it's a big loss?
Not for Trey Waynes.
Well, you didn't trade him for Trey Waynes.
Well, no, I know, but like that's who's going to be replacing him.
Well, I mean, he's coming off injury too, so you don't know. Like you never know.
But it's not like it wasn't like a torn Achilles or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're putting these guys at like we're saying this is the best they can do, and we're just going with that. Like they could be worse too. Like this, I don't know.
They could be worse, but I mean,
they could get hurt. Like they could not play up to their potential. Like it's just.
Well, that's why I was happy with
these guys have proven themselves.
That's why I was happy with the depth picks that we also signed. That you said were nobodies, but I feel like I had good
it's
depth.
not like it's a freaking phenomenal defensive scheme or something.
I'm not gonna. I'm not sitting over here saying that that's
like. I feel like you need great defensive players to be good on like with this defense.
Look, I'm not out here saying they're gonna be the Legion of Boom. Like I can understand if we're gonna be a middle of the pack defense, but a middle of the pack is an upgrade from last year, and if we can upgrade every year, then we're fine. I'll take an upgrade every year.
I guess I don't see much upgrading. I mean, I see what you're saying about the depth, but like as far as like getting good players, I don't see an upgrade.
Well, I'll say if you really look at it, last year we were in so many games. Like if you really think about it, well, it was because of Burrow, obviously, but we were in so many games, and I think this year, first of all, Burrow can't get hit 400 million times, so. Definitely either sign more offensive linemen, draft Penei Sewell, or figure it out. You cut Bobby Hart. That was the best move you could have done the whole offseason. Like, if you guys would have just cut Bobby Hart and, again, left a ghost there, that's fine. Whatever. Because that dude was a liability and a half. But he was so bad. Moving on, a couple of other big names that signed. Juju Smith took a huge reduction in salary to stay with the Steelers. But I apparently had offers from the Ravens and the Chiefs, and he opted to stay with the Steelers. I guess, you know what? If he loves the Steel City, I get it. But, dude, you're trading up a championship team for the Steelers right now. Mahomes going to be in contention for years.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about it?
I don't think Juju's that good. Like, he was the third receiver there. Like, he was just another guy. Like Steelers don't need Juju at this point.
Well, he's gonna. I mean, it's gonna be what, Claypool, Deontay Johnson, then Juju.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, he wasn't offered. From what I saw, he wasn't offered much. He was offered around the same amount of money anywhere he went.
Not very
with
good.
Similar. No. Yeah. He was like. I think the Ravens offered him $9 million. I think, which is a difference of $1 million from the Steelers. Yeah, and it's just like, you know what? Yeah, Juju's not amazing.
But yeah, I mean, that's.
Let's see. Hold on, really quick.
The Browns made some good moves. They're looking way better.
I don't believe in Baker. I just don't. I can't. They might make a little bit of a playoff run, but I don't believe in him to bring them a Super Bowl. I don't.
I mean, if the scheme is right, he can play good.
If their running game is good, yeah, I can see it. But if that's the thing, if you shut down their running game and make Baker one dimensional, he's screwed.
They had a good free agency so far. I mean, they hit on their positions they needed. They got another pass rusher. They got another safety. They needed safety. That was a big position.
Yeah, but their pass rusher they got
they're going to be, that's a good free agency right there. I feel like they added more people than that.
I think this might be a little outdated.
But
because I'm pretty sure the Bengals have a few more people too. But
yeah, I mean, they hit what they needed. They got another pass rusher.
And but the pass rusher they got is not amazing. He could flop or not. I mean, they didn't pay him off. Yeah.
Well, they don't. It's just another guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He could flop or not, but.
I mean, he's a high pick in the draft, so I mean, he has
so
really good potential.
Chidobe.
Who?
Chidobe Awuzie.
Who's Chidobe?
Chidobe Awuzie.
Oh,
the guy you were just talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was a first round pick.
That guy's not good.
Well, but that's my whole point. Just because they're a high pick doesn't mean. McKinley, I don't know. I'm not a huge believer.
He has a really high upside.
They didn't spend a whole lot for him.
Yeah.
They didn't spend a whole lot for him, so I can't fault that pickup.
Yeah, they had a good.
Troy Hill.
They had a good free agency.
I guess they didn't spend a whole lot on Troy Hill either, but
slot corner too. They needed a slot corner. Yeah, I mean, I liked what they did.
I don't know. I'm a little biased. I don't believe in the Browns, and I never will. That's just the fact of it, unless I see proven. But they looked horrible not horrible, but Baker did in the playoff. I don't believe in Baker. I never will.
What playoff?
The one that played versus Steelers.
Oh, he didn't look bad in that game.
He didn't look like a good quarterback.
You don't think he looked good in that game?
No.
Oh, I must have been watching a different game. Dude, they won that game convincingly, dude. I mean, they had a good run. They were playing good.
Their run game was good.
But Baker played good, too. They played good.
I don't believe in Baker. I really don't at all.
I feel like Baker could throw 4 touchdowns, no picks. Still gonna say he didn't play good.
No, that's not true. I gave Baker credit. We can go back and check the tapes when he was playing good. I gave him credit. I think with Baker,
I gotta see what his stats were.
He can shock, but maybe I'm thinking of I might be thinking of the Ravens game that he played bad in, not the Steelers one. But no, Baker. I don't think when it truly comes down to it, like if he's put on the hot seat, I don't think he wins. I really don't.
Why can't I see his numbers?
Here, I'll look it up. Here we go.
I think touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I mean, that's good.
I'm thinking of the Ravens game. Browns.
260 yards, 21 of 30.
260 yards is not a lot. He did what he had to do. I'll give you that. He did do what he needed to do.
He made a lot of tough throws too. Like it wasn't like the game was just handed to him. Like he had to make some throws too. I mean, he played good in the game.
But he didn't have to. Again, if he is the center, like if their run game is not stellar, he can't do it. I think that's been proven. If his run game is not elite, he is not elite.
Yeah.
He might not even be average.
Well, he's not elite anyways, but I mean, he played good in the playoff game. That's what
I'm saying. Oh no, they played the Chiefs.
They got robbed in that game. There was a really bad call at the end.
It's not gonna show me what's it called.
There was a really.
You think they would have beat the Chiefs even if they didn't get robbed?
At the call, maybe.
Really?
Well, Mahomes got hurt too, but if Mahomes didn't get hurt, the Chiefs would have won convincingly. But with Mahomes getting hurt, yeah, they would have won the game if it wasn't for that call. If it wasn't for that freaking stupid touchback rule.
Where is he? Well, I think that's even more of a knock against the. They played without the best quarterback in the league, and they couldn't beat him.
Didn't play good. He didn't play bad in this game.
Oh, player stats. Here we go. Yeah, but you have to be able to beat. Who is it? Chad Henne? You got to be able to beat Chad Henne. Because he didn't play good. Chad Henne threw up. Remember the throw he did to Tyreek? He just.
Yeah.
204 with one.
You have to watch the game though. Like he didn't play bad. He didn't play bad.
His longest throw was.
Bad call.
I don't know. 1 interception, 1 touchdown, 204 yards.
This is one of the games where the stats sheet doesn't tell the story of the game.
Well, maybe. Even if I give you, I watched the game too. But I'm just saying.
He good in the game.
He didn't play good. He did again. Baker will do what he needs to. He will never be a transcender for the team. He will never lift the team, in my opinion.
That's fine. I mean, a lot of quarterbacks are like that.
Andy Dalton was like that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the thing with that is like...
Are you a Baker believer? That's what I need to know.
I mean...
Do you think Baker can win a Super Bowl? He can win a Super Bowl.
With the right team, yeah.
They better...
Jimmy Garoppolo went to a Super Bowl.
He didn't win it.
Went to one. Should have won it if it wasn't for freaking collapse. But yeah, I mean... He played good in that game.
I'm just not a Baker believer.
If it wasn't for the touchback at the end of the half, which totally gypped their whole momentum too.
Well, if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes getting hurt, it wouldn't have been even close. Chad Henne's the reason why they were even in that game.
Yeah, it was.
Throwing blind
They were in it still, but the Chiefs pulled ahead the second half with Mahomes playing. It's just so hard to beat Mahomes, dude. It just is. Like, it doesn't matter how great your defense is, you're going to put up points.
Well, let's do an early Super Bowl prediction next year. Who do you think?
Super Bowl?
Let's twist on that card.
I gotta pick Kansas City, and then NFC. I want to pick Green Bay, but I don't know with what we've done so far.
Well, I'd say the Bucs have to be up there again. I feel like they added, they brought back Lavonte David and Shaq Barrett.
Yeah.
And tagged Godwin.
They're the same.
Godwin or Goodwin?
Godwin.
Okay.
I mean, they brought everyone back, so they're one of the best teams.
They'll be a contender.
I don't know who I'm gonna pick for the NFC, to be honest.
I don't know. It could be a toss up. I
want to pick Green Bay, but it's like, I mean, I think the last 3 NFC championships have gone bad. Like, it's just,
Well, what I'm really interested in seeing, this will be the year you see who you give more credit to, Brady or Belichick. Because Belichick went out there and spent. So I think this will be the year you see who you give more credit to, Brady or Belichick.
Yeah, I mean,
because Belichick
depends. I don't know. With what Cam did last year, dude, like, it was horrendous, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
like, he got COVID, and then it was like Jarrett Stidham, and like, come on.
Well, that's why I'm not giving him I'm not counting against last year for Belichick. So I'm saying this year.
I mean, I counted against him. I mean, that's his fault.
Well, I would count it against him, but I'm not saying like that's not the one I would say for sure who gets the most credit. He's a horrible GM. I don't believe.
Oh, no.
What?
He's not the greatest drafter.
Oh, okay. Talent acquisition. I'll say that. Talent acquisition. Or talent analysis. Like, he's not a good drafter.
He's not a good
That's
drafter.
what I'm meaning. Sorry. He's good with finding diamonds in the rough, but he's not a good drafter.
Yeah, I mean, they signed like a lot of people. So
well,
there's no excuse. But last year, I mean, you had tons of people opt out for COVID. Like, the Patriots had by far the most players out
and I'm
for
pretty
COVID.
sure
I mean, they
who
had
was
nobody.
Chung retired.
Yeah, he did. He was kind of old though.
They're bringing back Hightower.
Yeah.
So
like, dude, their roster last year was atrocious. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised they even went 7-9 with that roster. And the quarterback play, like, it was.
Well, Cam Newton
They had one of the
worst
rosters.
I think Cam Newton was 30 out of 33 PFF for qualifying quarterbacks.
He didn't play good. And like I think the thing with Cam too last year was like he tried to do a lot too. Like, he really didn't need to. Like, he lost him a game against Buffalo where he fumbled on the last drive.
I'm just gonna say this. But he also didn't have any help. Belichick drafted 2 tight ends that draft, and they both had a combined 56 yards on the season.
Yeah, they needed some.
So
the overall roster was all bad. Like, even defensively, like, I can't believe they even finished as an average defense. Like, I can't even name anybody on that defense, like, besides Gilmore.
I'll say this right now. The McCourtys. I don't believe in any of, I'm like, this is the year. Bill Belichick, if their team is average again, if they're anywhere between 7-9 and 9-7, or even worse, I think you got to say that Brady deserves more credit for those Super Bowls.
No.
They signed so many people, though.
I gotta see if he has. I don't know, dude. It's just too early to say.
Well, he could get a good quarterback if he truly wanted one.
Really?
He could trade up in the draft if he wanted to. If he's
you know how much you'd have to give up to trade up in this draft?
I get it, but
you give up the whole team at that point.
You could even you could even consider
like 4 first rounds.
Well, you can even consider trading up for someone like Justin Fields. They don't have to. They might get Justin Fields or be able to get Mac Jones. Mac Jones sucks. I don't believe in him at all. But I'm saying right now, like, if he wanted a better talent-wise quarterback than Cam Newton, he might be able to get one.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, I feel like Cam can play good. He just can't play hero ball.
Well, he can't. No, I think you'll never get 2015 Cam ever again.
No, but like, I have faith in the Patriots next year. I mean, they signed a bunch of people. You got Belichick.
But they're in a tough division now. Although, the Dolphins are still questionable because Tua, he didn't have a great season.
Didn't or did?
Didn't.
Oh.
It was not a great season. I wouldn't call it. Like, you can't be like, oh, Tua's a bust now. No, I don't think you can do that. That's too early. But Tua definitely didn't look as good as Herbert or Burrow.
No.
And I'm kind of interested to see how good Herbert does this year.
Herbert's.
I'm interested to see how good he does. I really am. I don't think the Chargers will be huge contenders, but I am interested to see Herbert. And
yeah, his potential's through the roof. I mean, what he did, and they took the ball out of his hands, too. Like, they were trying to run the ball and stuff. Like,
I don't believe in Mac Jones. I'm sorry. With the receivers he had, I don't believe in Mac Jones at all. I just can't. There's a reason he's 5th on the board for QBs. You know what? Mac Jones proved me wrong. I want to see you succeed. But I don't believe in you. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, what other teams we got? I mean, we got to go to the Patriots. I got to see who they signed.
They signed a lot. Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, who was the other one? The linebackers that they signed. The dude from the Ravens.
Matthew Judon.
Yeah. Judon.
They signed so many people.
Let's see.
And they got
Cam Newton, Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, Trent Brown, David Andrews, Ted Garris. I don't know how to say that name. David Gacha. I don't know. Montravius Adams, Henry Anderson, Matt Judon, Kyle Van Oysbach, Justin Bethel, Jalen Mills, Corey Davis, and Nick Folk. Good
Cody
Lord.
Davis. Yeah, I mean, they signed. They got a team finally. Like, comparing this team to, if they bring back, if no one, like, yeah, obviously not going to opt out, but, like, going off comparing their team to last year.
Yeah,
wow.
It's not close. It's not close.
Because last year they had, I mean, who was on their defense? Nobody. Like, they finally got a team.
They had Gilmore, that's it.
And even Gilmore didn't play good. He wasn't playing good.
Well, that's because, he didn't play good.
They need to bring back, I think J.C. Jackson's the only guy they have to sign still.
I think they'll get him. I don't think that they have to worry about missing him. AJ Green, I got to be a big shout out. You have a big place in my heart.
The worst free agent signings.
Oh. I'm going to miss AJ Green. That makes me really sad. Like, he wasn't that great, obviously, last year or the year before, but it's tough to see that. He's obviously, like, I grew up watching AJ Green. Like, he was my player. Like, he's been my favorite NFL player for years now. It's kind of tough.
He just hasn't been the same. I don't know what happened, but, like, I mean, in his prime, he was, like, one of the best receivers in the league. So
You know what happened? Andy Dalton happened.
Andy Dalton.
Can you imagine if he played with with a star quarterback, though?
Yeah. I mean, I still don't feel like he's the same. I mean, he's going to Kyler Murray. We'll see how he does with Kyler Murray.
But Joe Burrow might be as good as Kyler Murray, if you think about it. That's
what I'm saying.
But
AJ Green, he's not the same guy. Just not.
Andy Dalton going to the Bears. We feel bad for Bears fans. They thought Russell Wilson was coming through, and they wake up to Andy Dalton. The Red Rifle's back.
Yeah.
He's told he was going to be a starter over Nick Foles. So.
Yeah, it's a good day to be a Packers fan.
That is
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, that's it. The Bears aren't going to be contenders for a long time.
We're not worried about the Bears with Andy Dalton. I mean,
let's see who else. What are some other notable signings? Jameis Winston. You know what's a really bad signing?
Worst signings.
I don't know. I'm just on a website.
Go back to the teams.
You know who's on a really? Oh, they got Trent Williams. That was good. A really bad signing was last year for who was it? Was it Taysom Hill? He's getting over $140 million. Well, they restructured it to less.
Oh yeah.
So it was more last year. He's getting 140. I get it. He plays multiple positions.
They're gonna avoid it.
They better.
If he doesn't play.
He's what, 31?
Yeah.
And he's
gonna be a starter.
Over Jameis, you think so?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him over as starter as Jameis. He can't throw the ball.
Nah, I wouldn't either. But he's gonna be a starter.
Why does Sean Payton like him so much? Again, he's a good gadget guy. I get it, but starting quarterback?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yep. I don't see how that goes, but
Trent Williams obviously re-signed with the Niners. Curtis Samuel, Hassan Reddick to the Panthers. Pat Pete to the Vikings. I don't know. I mean, I think he's good for their young corners to learn from, but I wouldn't really worry about Patrick Peterson. He can still do work, but
no, he's still good.
Yeah.
I was hoping we got him, but I don't expect anything at this point from Packers free agency. I mean, we don't sign anybody ever. It just doesn't happen.
Joe Thuney to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That was a good signing.
I mean, they still need to get.
They need more, but that was a good signing.
I think they're bringing back Remmers, but they still need a left tackle. But it's good, and then they got him a center too. So I mean, they're shoring up the line, which they needed to do.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
The only reason. That's the reason they lost the Super Bowl last year. So.
Oh, it's 1,000,000% the reason they lost.
So they can get
to be fair, that defense was pretty scary, and they played pretty good.
Yeah, but if they have their tackles, it's a whole different game. It absolutely is.
Steelers lost Bud Dupree in what's it called?
Yeah.
Leonard Floyd went to the stayed with the Rams. Judon obviously to the Patriots. The Browns signing John Johnson was a really good. John Johnson's an amazing safety.
Not amazing, but he's
for them. He's
filled
good.
Filled the need they needed. Yeah. They need a safety.
Still got the best safety in the league, or not in the league, in the division with Jesse Bates.
That's the only position you guys can say best in the division.
Maybe, not quarterback yet. No, we can't say quarterback yet. No. Top two. Top two.
That's what you're going with.
Dude, look, he's not as good as Lamar yet, but he's better than Baker. I'll say that confidently. And I don't believe in Ben Roethlisberger. I never will. Never will again. He's too old. You know what? Prove me wrong, Ben. We'll see you. What is it? I think it's week 4. We'll see you week 4, Ben.
Yeah. I mean, he's not too old. You just can't have him throwing 40 times a game. Like,
he needs a run game.
Yeah, if he had a run game, he'd be fine.
They need to get, who is it? I think the Steelers are looking at Najee Harris. And
Who?
Najee Harris.
Who's that?
You don't know who Najee Harris is?
Oh, it's in the draft?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't follow the draft.
I was like, you don't...
I don't follow the draft that closely until it's like draft day.
No, okay.
So I don't know. I only know like the quarterbacks, so.
Other than that, there hasn't been like...
There's been, I'm trying to think of who the other team
Shaq
is.
Lawson?
Kind of crazy. Shaq Lawson?
He got signed. Any of these?
I'm trying to think of the other team that went crazy. The
Dolphins,
Niners are looking good
Niners
too.
are
The Niners are
good.
going to be good next year.
Well, I mean, we thought this year too, but everyone got hurt.
They had the most injuries
They got
ever.
riddled.
Yeah, you can't win with that many injuries. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before.
That's it. That's basically all of them.
Oh, the Cardinals are.
Cardinals are doing good. Cardinals are doing good.
They're looking really good. They made some good.
I like
signings.
the Cardinals actually. I
Yeah,
think that they'll be good. Yeah. Other than this, Allen Robinson went to the Bears or stayed with the Bears. That was he's playing for money at that point because they're not gonna be good.
Yeah, he should have went to the Packers when he had the chance.
He should have went to literally any other team. The
Yeah,
Bears
about
just
that.
signed Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I don't know why he went to the Bears.
Mitchell Trubisky basically said, "I'm gonna be a backup the rest of my career."
I don't think he said it. He is going to be.
He
one.
signed it. Well, anyway, we've spent a long time on this NFL topic. Let's switch over to our energy drinks really quick. Energy drink tier list. It was just There'll be obviously a few more bombshells that happen. We'll go over those when we
You guys went
can.
over the
Oh, every
Washington
day is
pickup,
crazy.
right?
Huh?
You guys went over Washington.
No,
Washington.
Patrick?
They got
Oh,
they got
William Jackson.
They got William Jackson, they got Fitzpatrick, and
Curtis
they got
Samuel.
Curtis Samuel. I'll say the receiver's good. William Jackson's a good pickup. Their defense is scary. Fitzpatrick is a short-term fix for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. But the thing
He's not
is,
starting.
you don't think so?
Heineke.
You starting the guy
Heineke starting.
You
what's his
think
name?
Heineke's gonna
Yeah,
start?
Heineke.
I would start Heineke all day. No doubt about it.
I don't believe in any of them. I find
Yeah,
him
I
the
don't know which
quarterback.
one. I mean, I've seen Heineke at least, perform.
I'm starting Heineke.
Over
He performed at a
Fitzmagic.
high level.
Here's what's gonna happen. Heineke's gonna start.
I mean,
start.
Fitzmagic, you can win 8 games a year with him because he's gonna have 8 games where he throws
He's
5
become
touchdowns, no
Jesus
picks,
Christ.
and
Yeah.
he's gonna have 5 games where 5 picks, or 5 picks.
Here's
no
the thing.
touchdowns.
Here's the thing. This is what's gonna happen. Week 2, Heineke gets hurt as a starter. Fitzpatrick comes in, beats the Bucks by himself, and then they're gonna go on a 5-game win streak and then an 11-game losing streak, and that's just how it's gonna go. That's how Fitzmagic plays.
Yeah, I would start Heineke, but we'll see.
All right, going on to our energy drink tier list. What's the first one we got, Austin?
First one we got is Mountain Dew Energy.
I hate it. I think it's
Mountain Dew
horrible.
Energy.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Have I had that?
Go look at
It's a
it.
green
Here.
can. He's trying to scroll in for y'all.
You know what? Let's include all of it. Let's include Kickstarts. Let's include Game Energy.
Oh, that's
So
what I'm
it's the
thinking. I'm
Mountain
thinking
Dew
of.
amp.
Oh, Amp, I've had. It's
I'm putting it D
I don't think
tier.
I've had it.
It's not
like a
good.
D. It's
I'm thinking
bad.
of Kickstart.
That was like the very first
Kickstart is
energy
Mountain
drink.
Dew. That's so
Okay.
good.
Yeah, Kickstart's just Mountain Dew.
Kickstart's horrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
So what'd you put in F?
Put it in D.
I'd put it at F.
D, F,
D.
D. Throw it in F. Bang Energy.
Bang,
Bang
it's
is
too. It's too.
not great.
It's too much for me.
I'll say
I did it like a B.
kind of like a. I'll be
I
nice.
gotta
I'll,
put it at D.
I gotta put it low just because the ingredients in it. It's
I
not
think it's-
great for your body, so.
Wait,
I'll give it a D. Screw it. Yeah, let's
So
be
I got
It's
real.
not very good. It's not great. I
Fine.
had it one time, but
B.
D.
That's not the middle's still D. 3 Ds.
Nos.
Nos?
I don't like Nos at all either. I think that one's
I don't
horrible.
think I've had it.
That's an
I don't
F
have
for
it.
me.
F.
I
I
C
hate
on those. They're just
C.
under Bang, honestly, to me.
So D. Alright, C4. C4 is
Horrible.
like an energy
Pre-workout.
pre-workout.
It's so
I've had
gross. They're so disgusting.
Do you
Have
even
you
like
had
energy
one?
drinks?
I do, but I don't like
C4 is good.
C4's
I've had it.
C4 is a B.
a B.
F.
I haven't had it.
I haven't had it, so we'll throw it B.
You can put it in C.
C.
You can put it in C if you want.
Yeah.
Alright, the flavored monsters.
Ooh,
Flavored monsters, I'll give a B.
A.
The flavored
The
ones?
flavored ones.
That's an A easy.
Yeah.
You said, what did you say?
I said B.
Alright, A it is.
Yeah, that's an A easy.
Flavored
That's
Red
B.
Bulls.
Oh,
Flavored
no.
Red Bulls?
Flavored Red Bulls, B.
That's an F.
I don't
No,
know.
I'll put it in
An F?
I'll give it a B.
I'll put it in a D.
I say A. It's
There's no way I'm paying that price for that.
Monster.
I say it's an A.
B.
So A,
I gotta
B,
say D, dude.
D.
So it's
I'm
like
paying
a D.
way too much for mediocrity, dude.
Alright, regular monster.
Horrible
energy.
F. F.
A.
That's the grossest drink
F.
in the
Regular
world, man.
monster.
I got
F,
it with the,
that-
it's like
I gotta say like a D.
Dude, it's so bad.
y'all are weird.
Alright, we'll throw it a C.
Dude,
That's
normal
my least
Monster
favorite.
is
I give
such
it on A.
dirt.
Who?
Red Bull
Oh,
is an A.
That's an F.
Red Bull?
Regular
This
Red
isn't
Bull.
the sugar free.
Regular
This
Red
isn't
Bull
the
is an F.
sugar free. No.
Regular's an F.
It's over there.
Regulars.
Regular Red Bull is an
Regular's a
A.
B.
It's an
Yeah,
A.
it's like a C.
Look.
Too
It
much
tastes.
sugar.
It
It's like
tastes
C.
horrible.
It's like a C.
It tastes horrible. Okay, don't get it twisted. Red Bull sucks, but it's addicting. Okay, I'll just be honest.
No.
It's like crack.
F.
F.
I
A.
got a C.
C.
That is reaching for Red Bull.
Dude, come on.
Alright, the sugar free Red Bull.
F.
B.
That
F
was an
minus.
A.
So I'd say.
It's like a B. It's
G. Yeah.
Alright, Rain.
Who?
Rain. Have you read Rain?
I've
Yeah.
never had that.
I think I've
Rain's
had like once or
good.
twice. I gotta say
Rain's
D.
about a B.
I don't
say
know.
D.
I'm trusting y'all.
I got like a C on that. It's like
So,
honestly.
C?
I gotta say yeah.
I don't know.
Alright. Regular Rockstar.
Dude, Rockstar's horrible.
I gotta say,
The
like,
fruit
B.
punch Rockstar is fire.
Regular
But
Rockstar.
regular
Rockstar's
Flavor's next.
awful.
I gotta say like a D. No, I'll say
That's an F.
I'll say a D.
D.
Yeah, that stuff's not great.
Flavored, on the other
Alright, the
hand,
flavored
F.
Rockstars.
They're still gross.
they're better than a regular Red
C.
Bull and regular Monster. I got them like a
They're
C.
D.
Oh.
Regular Monster and regular Red Bull.
I gotta say
I got C.
No,
C, F.
F. Holy.
I said D, so we'll throw in a
Jesus,
D.
they're horrible.
Has anyone had the 300 milligram caffeine Rockstars?
I don't think so.
No? Okay, we'll throw that with F.
5 Hour
Hour
Energy.
Energy, this is the last one.
They're not good.
That's an F.
F.
Yeah, they're not good.
Don't know
I mean,
these
I'm not
two.
saying
What
it
are
doesn't
those?
give you energy, but as
Celsius
far as like a drink,
and Uptime.
Use
I have no
Celsius
idea.
is a different. What's the one we really talked
So
about?
Uptime we'll use as what's another one we drink?
What's that one that we were hooked on last year? That only you can get down in Salt Lake that has the extra like 4 flavors.
what about G Fuel, dude? Isn't that energy?
Nah, oh that's a powder.
I think
That's
so.
what
Okay,
it
we'll say it's G Fuel.
Okay.
G Fuel does have
G
cans.
Fuel's an A.
G Fuel's an A.
A.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's an agree. Hey, good.
Alright.
Yeah, respect.
Celsius.
Use
We'll
as.
go with my partner, Raise Energy. Have you guys had that?
Yeah, it's really good. Try
There we
Raise
go.
Energy,
Yeah,
guys.
it's
It's a
great.
really good drink.
It's great.
Or
That's
Bucked
good.
Up. Have you guys had Bucked Up?
Nope.
Are you sponsored by Bucked Up?
Oh.
No.
No, but ugh, gross.
Haven't had it.
Ew.
You haven't had Bucked Up? though?
Haven't
Like,
had
Dude,
it.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like pre-workout. It's like the
It's,
C4.
it's like another
It's
pre-workout.
a
Raise,
step up
you
from
said?
C4.
Raise.
What's your promo code?
No name.
No name. Use code no name. All right. When you buy Raise, so we like Raise over here.
Yep.
But I'd say Raise an S.
Yeah, that's easy.
But I think that's our list. Yeah.
That is the list.
That is.
Yeah, we were gonna do monster flavors, but it was too hard.
There was too many monster flavors, and I'm so uneducated. So
I like all of them, so I wouldn't be able to. It would
I
be hard
don't
for me
like
to
all of
grade.
them. I'm
I
not-
can't believe you like it. You literally put Red Bull in an A.
Dude,
just 'cause
I don't
it's
like
addicting.
Red Bull. I just said that. It's gross.
But how?
But
You
it's
should
so-
put it in an F. It's addicting and not
It's
good.
so addictive.
Are we going off of taste?
should be an
not
F.
like addicting.
If it's going off
If it's
taste,
addicting-
Taste and addiction.
If it's addicting, horrible, and expensive, it should be an F, not an A.
taste is like a D.
Alright,
It's so
Red Bull's
bad.
too fucking
y'all walk into the store. You
Too
see
freaking
all the
expensive,
energy
right,
drinks
Dylan?
on the shelf.
Monster.
What are you reaching for?
Red
Monster.
Bull,
Specific flavor.
Red Bull, normal.
One flavor or like or
One
like
or two. One or two.
Two of them.
I gotta say, what's the pink one, dude?
Oh, I
Ultra
know.
Rosa.
Rosa. Gotta say Ultra Rosa. And
This is tough. This is tough. The blue ones, what's the light blue?
I want to say it's just.
Isn't it peach? The light blue one with orange?
No, just light blue.
No, just light blue.
That's the sugar free, isn't it?
I'm trying to think.
The sugar-free ones are really good.
let me look real quick.
I'm pretty
So
sure.
I'll
it's
say, I'll say the pink, ultraviolet, and
I think it's sugar free.
Ultraviolet now?
Yeah.
Ultraviolet's pretty
Dude, I
good.
always bring ultraviolet over here.
Isn't that ultraviolet?
That's
I
the
don't know,
white
it's in the
one.
fridge over there. Go
It's
check.
Rosa.
No,
No,
ultraviolet.
Rosa. Yeah, we just said that. We said that.
Violet.
Oh yeah.
Ultraviolet's the white one.
No.
No.
That's ultra. Just ultra. No,
Ultraviolet might be the purple.
Dude, I don't know. Why? I'm
What the
I-
heck? It
Why
doesn't
he's
even
looking
say.
it up.
It's just light blue.
Red Bull.
What the heck?
You're picking Red Bull?
What are you
No,
picking?
let me show you.
Anything
Hold on.
off the shelf. What are you picking?
Anything?
Just normal
Anything.
Red Bull is what I'm picking. Oh, you know what? I'll go with a vanilla Coke before I go with any energy drink.
I'll go.
We count like C4s are there too.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
anything.
anything.
Like
The
even,
C4
even from
Rainbow
even
Ice.
from GNC.
Actually, I'm picking
The
up
C4
a Rays.
I'll go white monster and ultra rosa.
White Monster's good.
You gotta go with a C4 Rainbow, the Rainbow Ice. I think it's what it's called.
I don't know.
It is fire.
Are you
And
thinking?
then-
Oh god, that one.
No.
Oh.
It's just light blue. Like
I don't
it's
know,
literally.
Sugar
It's
Monster's
that
literally
one?
good,
this
but then
one.
even
That?
just like
Ultra
Yeah.
blue.
I feel like it's not that. I could be thinking of dark blue. What's dark blue? Let's see.
I don't know. What are you thinking of?
the fruit punch monster.
What about you, Austin?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Rays.
If I'm at GNC, I'm grabbing a Rays or a Ghost.
I don't know what Ghost is.
Ghost is pretty good. If I'm at Harmon's down the street, I'm grabbing
Not sponsored by
What-
Harms or GNC.
whatever's on sale. If it's Monster on sale, I'm grabbing Monster.
Well, they had monsters 2 for 4 there.
Yeah. Or
That's a good deal,
if
I'm not
Red
gonna-
Bull's on sale, I'm grabbing Red Bull.
You know what?
Even,
Any,
even
of-
if it's like a 2 for $5 Red Bull, I'm grabbing the Red Bulls.
any
I
of
prefer
these
Red
energy drinks, if you want to
I'm
sponsor
never
us,
grabbing a
you,
Red Bull.
you know, if you're Mountain Dew
I'm not-
Energy, you can put yourself as an S. Just give us a little bit.
I don't
Well,
understand
sponsorship.
the Red Bull. So you think Red Bull's good, or you just buy it because it's addicting?
I think
good.
that the flavor's
It's
not
so
horrible.
good. Dude, I
it's
can't-
okay.
You
I
gotta
think
try
the
the
flavor's
coconut berry. Coconut berry is what.
Well, I
got me
had
started.
the yellow one. What's the yellow one?
It's like a pineapple.
That one was decent, but it's like, dude, I'm dropping a bag first of all, and like I'm dropping a bag, and it's not great. Like I don't know, I can't get behind.
I don't
I'd
know.
rather just I'd rather get 2 for 4 Monster. It's cheaper.
Well, what if they don't have a 2 for 4 Monster?
I'd get Monster anyway. It's still cheaper.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Yeah.
Like, Red Bull's decent. I don't like the regular. I don't know how you like the regular one, dude. I mean, it'd be better if you like
The
the flavor.
sugar-free Red Bull's what's got it started for me.
Oh,
The whole.
I feel like that'd be horrible.
It honestly tastes
the
almost
whole
the same. It
energy
might be a
drink
little
phase.
bitter.
It was a sugar-free Monster, or not Monster, sugar-free Red Bull.
Sugar-free
I
Red
was
Bull
out
just
doing
tastes like normal Red Bull.
door-to-door
just a little
sales,
bitter.
and that was our breakfast. That was our lunch. That was our dinner.
The
Oh!
only sugar-free thing I'll drink is the Powerades, dude.
Oh!
The 0 sugar Powerades.
Powerades are nasty.
Those are good.
I hate
I
all
was
Powerades.
hooked on.
Gatorade,
I was
just-
hooked on the
Gatorade's
sugar-free.
okay. I like sugar-free Gatorade. I'll give
And
you
then
that.
I came back and I was doing striking with a guy now. And he's like, yo, like, let me get you a drink. What do you want? So he ran to the gas station. I said, sugar-free Red Bull. He just grabbed whatever Red Bull he saw. He spilt that, the one with the sugar, all over his car. His car was sticky for 2 months. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was the Red Bull.
The original Red Bull.
No, it was.
Alright, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. It was sticky for 2 months because of the Red Bull. That's all.
Yep.
Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for this week's episode. But be sure to check in next week. We're gonna have a lot more to talk about with March Madness. A lot more happening with free agency. We're gonna have our worst NFL clips, and we might sneak some just like
Those NBA refs.
NBA refs. That's what I meant. Excuse me. And then we might try to sneak in some other funny videos, maybe some short clips. So stay tuned for that. We really appreciate the support on the last episode. It was the most viewed, most commented, most liked by far.
Yeah.
So we just want to say thank you to those guys. I think we got like 12 or so new subs.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So we appreciate each and every single one of you. And yeah, anything else you want to say?
I think that's it. Just be on the lookout for next episode. I don't know when we're gonna do it. Probably try to stick to Friday.
I'd say
again.
next Friday. Look for the same time next week.
So I mean, we're gonna have a lot to talk about with March Madness. I mean, we'll probably be a lot of games. in,
Oh,
so
you're gonna hear who's bought drinks for who's pretty soon. It's probably gonna
I'm
be
gonna
me.
be getting drinks. Just not. There'll be a drink right here waiting. So Yeah, I mean, just be on the lookout for the next episode. We appreciate all the support. Like he said, last episode was really crazy, so we appreciate it. And hopefully we can just keep going up from here. I mean, we're going to be grinding it out, so just be on the lookout for the next episode. And I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.
Yep, thank you guys so much for watching, and it's been this week's episode. Stay tuned. Thanks.